This week on Viking TV, we're marking 2 years since the launch of our daily live streams. Back then, travel was on hold and we were all confined to our homes. Viking TV helped us stay connected to one another, to continue learning and enriching our minds, and hopefully inspire future travel plans. We are back on board our river, ocean and expedition ships with the highest standards of health and safety protocols, and our committed crew are ensuring guests can explore the world in comfort once again. So this week, 2 years since Viking TV launched, we're celebrating the joy of travel and all the things our guests can enjoy on board our ships. In this special episode of Maritime Mondays, we'd like to introduce you to some of our crew members who you might not very often see, but who are all essential contributors to making sure that our guests have the best possible experience. So let's go behind the scenes and meet some of Viking's hidden heroes.
I started my day making sure my area is neat and clean, ready for the guests to use, and making sure that they are safe in spa area. I have a chance to talk to them, giving them what they want and making them happy.
My responsibility is hotel maintenance and also overviewing of the engine room maintenance and helping everything right hand of the chief engineer. So the challenge of the ship is to work behind the scenes. So actually the best way to do our jobs that is nobody notice us when we do maintenance in hotel. I mean, I'm 3.5 years here and I really love Viking, you know, and I just came honestly to check how it is and I stay and I will stay. Why? It's a great teamwork, good environment, and I love small ships.
I do mostly of the passage planning of wherever we are going, and also I'm doing a navigational watch from 4 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock, mostly on a busiest time of voyage, which we are doing on arrival and departure. I am also assisting the captain during our arrival and departure when we are undocking and docking the ship. And though you not see us around, we are always looking out for the safety of our guests.
As a stage manager, I take care of all the requirements that we have from the technical side, with all the events in the theater and around the ship and other venues. Also, we take care of crew events, setting up the crew events. I'm really happy to be a part of the team and make these events the best.
If we talk about laundry, we cannot just say that it's always wash, dry and press, that's it. It's more than that. For me especially, laundry is like an art. It's how we dealing with the spot, with the stains. We have to find out a different approach for different kind of that thing, that spot. Especially for this personal guest belonging. We have to pay our attention for that. It's always great for me to meet other people from other country. We learn about how they live, their culture, a lot of everything. We make a friend here.
As a pullman, we are responsible for refilling the chlorine and acid, draining the pool, changing some filters. That's the major part of the work of pullman. We have a routine every night that we call the shock chlorinate to maintain the pool, to clean the pool.
Our typical day here, especially in main galley, when all the galleys here in the ship, we have to clean, we have to properly clean, we have to make everything sanitized and properly clean it to use it in all the services in the restaurants and all the all the places and all the galleys. The cooks, the chef, they will need it, so we have to make it clean as is possible. One of the things that is very important for me in this job is to keep safe of the other people, keep safe of our guests, because we can, if we clean all properly, if we do properly our job, we can keep them safe.
As my daily routine, my work here, I'm the one who's checking all this guest laundry, officers' uniform and clothes, and crew uniform as well. In daily basis, what I'm doing is I'm checking all these clothes and make sure that everything is in proper number before it returning to the guests. And also we need to make sure also that all these clothes are fresh, clean, and spotless to give the best satisfaction for the guests. What makes me keep on coming back in this company is the family that I belong here. We have a great relationship with each other, all the crew, all the officers, and especially also with our guests.
I start at 8 o'clock in the morning. I will take the requisition from probation master. He will print it out, and then I will issue all the items. We will prepare it outside. We will wait for the cooks to pick it up, and items by items, I will explain them that all the items were here in the requisitions. And after that, after we finish all these requisitions, we will clean the area. We will make sure that it is in the US page standard. Every time we go, we will check all the stores if it's in the proper setup, and then we just make sure that all the stores are locked.
I'm a motorman in drunk on the engine department. Engine spaces are the most very critical space on board. Safety of each and everyone to prevent any incident. Our daily basis on the engine department, toolbox meeting, risk assessment, report any leakages so we can make an initial actions, keep nice and clean all engine spaces and machineries. What I like on the Viking Ocean cruises is that we are working as a team. We are treated like one family.
My typical day in the restaurant is like greeting the people, knowing more about them, going extra miles to like their likes, dislikes, being with them for a couple of days to know them better, and tell about yourself as well. I love my job because I get to meet different people about not even the crew, which I work my colleagues, rather than with the guests, from different parts of the world. They tell me about their culture, I share my culture as well. And you get to know what are things going all around the world.
So for me, my main responsibility is to take care of my guests, give them whatever they need, and then the next, clean their room, and then of course make them happy. What I love the most is when I'm connecting with my guests and we're having conversation about our lives and sometimes making jokes.
One of my biggest duties is, of course, to take care of my crew, make sure their well-being is okay. My job is to organize the crew, organize contractors, visits, and organize that we get spares and fuel on board the vessel. I always like to talk with our guests, and I look forward to see many of you come and visit us here on the Viking ships.
So basically, I start my day by peeling all the potatoes and making a fine product out of it. I am responsible for all the potato dishes right from World Cafe to the main restaurant, and I've been guided well by my chef. He encourages me, he provides me all the support that I need. To start my day, I started on a good note, on a positive note, making sure that all my products have come out good tasty and delicious. And I feel well encouraged by my chef, Chef Kurt, and sometimes by my guests when they like my product. It makes me feel proud of it, and I'm very proud in serving what I do.
A typical day on board is to plan and conduct drills for the crew, also planning for future drills, and handling the security and gangway operations. I love working for Viking Cruises because it gives me opportunity to travel around the world and see different places.
I'm very proud to do my job because that is the responsibility which is given for me on board. I start my day with 7 o'clock at night because I'm a night shift, and I make sure I take the responsibility from the day shift, a good handover, so that I can know where the garbage is I should remove and everything. I make sure everything is clean everywhere.
Every day garbage are coming here, and we process everything, we segregate, we compact the plastic, we shred the paper and press the tin cans.
My typical day starts in the morning when I woke up and wearing my uniform, excited to go on duty because I love this job, to give them our guests an excellent service.
My duty on board is keeping the bottles and fish. We are also making sure that every day when we come, we clean the storerooms, we clean outside also, we keeping the USPH standard high, and also with the loading days, we have helpers helping us. Also, we're making sure that we're making space in our storeroom so that we can fit all the things that we ordered. And I'm looking forward to work for Viking for the next coming years, as Viking has been good to me because I came as a storekeeper. Now I'm a bottle keeper, and my next position after this will be provision master.
I'm the navigation officer on board here. So basically that means that my role is to be on the bridge, making sure we sail safely when I'm on watch, and outside of my watchkeeping job, I'm preparing all the routes, the charts, making sure we have all the publications that is required in accordance with all the maritime laws we have to follow. So a typical day for me usually starts 3:15 in the morning. My alarm goes off, a quick shower, and get ready for work. My duty starts at 4, so then I'm up on the bridge, getting a handover from the 12 to 4 watch. And then it's to do a safe navigational voyage. A normal day we have arrival 7 in the morning with pilot, so then we prepare the bridge from 6 a.m., make sure the engines are ready, make sure that the deck team is ready for mooring operation, and then make sure captain is here for the pilot. And then we pick up the pilot, we take the ship into the port and make her well fast, prepare the gangway, and when all that is done, my navigational watch is over and I can start with my daily duties outside. And that is to prepare the next leg of the voyage, so it will mean that on our electronic charts to prepare the next route, load it up, make sure it's safe to sail and have it verified by captain. So I have always a close cooperation together with captain with all navigational part, and the rest of the work, we work together as a bridge team. It's an essential part to work together here. What I love about Viking, it's the possibilities I get work-wise, the challenges, and of course to explore the world while I'm working. I have an amazing view from the bridge. When I'm at 4 to 8 watch, I have a sunset and a sunrise every single day, and I can enjoy it with the best view on the ship. And I started here in 2017 as a deck cadet, straight out of school, just needing to work to get my license. And Viking had great opportunities and great future opportunities as well. So after I finished my cadetship, I was offered a position as a third officer. I worked as a third officer for a year, then I was promoted to a second officer. And after a few years as a second officer, now I'm a navigation officer. And I also see myself here in the future becoming a chief officer, staff captain, and in the end a captain.
typical day starts normally at 8 o'clock in the morning. We go here to our office, to our engineer's office, and we check our systems, and we also have to record a few datas. For this we use a few protocols, like a daily, weekly checklist, and also we check our Linitech report system where we report failures and so on. After this we also check the hotel repair book if any things happened during the last night. Then we go there and we check what we can do and how we can assist the guests. After that we talk with the captain to speak also with him if anything occurs over the night. And yeah, during the day we're waiting for the work which comes to us. And also we have, of course, maintenance to do on our systems. Every day it's different. Every day something others can happen and so on. Yeah, this is quite a challenge every day to manage all this.
Well, as a typical day on board a Viking vessel, it starts by collecting all the necessary data that needs to be the daily operation of the vessel, including the amount of fuel that we have. Then we go around and check all the equipment, is they are working, all the machinery, and we do routine maintenance on them. And of course, we also part of the hotel team as long as we have to work on the cabins for the guest accommodations. I love facing challenges. I love that every day on board is something new, that we have to fix a new problem, to figure out, find the root cause of it. And in the end of the day, we feel like we achieved something, we were victorious. So at least on my part as an engineer.
Our river IT team consists of 9 persons. We are responsible for the river ships. We are taking care of the IT systems on board, which includes connectivity of the vessel, external connectivity like VSAT, 4G, internal connectivity like LAN network, office network, and guest Wi-Fi. We are also taking care of the ship hotel system and also other related systems. During winter time, actually, we perform preventive maintenance and system improvement. This will help us a lot to maintain a high availability of the system during the season. And also during the season, we are supporting the vessels as well as we are planning for the next winter season for any improvement or system maintenance.
Winter harbor is actually when the ships coming out of operation, and then we come to the harbors. We have 2 harbors, or actually 3. We have one in France, we have one in Vienna, in Freudenau, and we have one in Cologne. And in Cologne is the biggest one. We have here 34 ships from 3 different operations. They come in here into the harbor, and then we start to maintain the ship. So we have, together with our technical department, we are in a very close teamwork, and with the captains and the engineers and the crew, of course, everyone is helping here full power to get our ships ready for the new season. So there are new carpets coming, the engines will maintain inside. When there are scratches on the furniture, they will take care. So it's a whole operation, but it's not only we have a harbor captain, we have harbor cooks, we have a whole hotel ship what taking care of all the lunches, dinners, breakfasts for the maintain people who coming on the ship. We have in the winter sometimes 400 people working on the ships to maintain our vessels here in Cologne and also in the other harbors. A typical day for a corporate captain. Well, I think it is not time enough to explain that, but well, first of all, of course, you have to check everyone is healthy, and we have to take care of all the projects. So the projects are the ships. We have to take care of the projects into in the office. We have a lot of projects for the future. The Green Deal is one of them. We have projects for new build ships, what we can make better in the next couple of years so that the guests feel more comfortable on our ships. Well, I think we have 63 projects running for the moment, and we have to all take care of that. In the meantime, we have also to take care for our crew, our captains, our first officers, engineers, second officers, the sailors. They have a lot of questions. They want some free time, of course, how they have to work, to which ship they go. So it's all organizing that the new season starts very smoothly.
Welcome on board of the Viking Einer. My name is Holger Meyer. I am from Germany, exactly from Trier, the oldest city of Germany, located on the beautiful Moselle River. During the season, you will find me on several rivers as hotel manager, on the Rhine, on the Main, on the Danube, also on the Douro River in Portugal and the Nile in Egypt. Here in the winter harbor, we have different tasks, because here we have more than 30 vessels at the moment, and we want to prepare them for an amazing season 2022. I love river cruising with Viking because here I can combine my job with my passion for traveling. In the next minutes, I will show you around and show you some impressions from the winter harbor in Cologne. Let you surprise. Have you ever seen so many Viking ships at once? I guess not. Here in the harbor in Cologne, we have sometimes up to 33 ships to get them ready for the fantastic season 2022. For heavier and bulky inventory that cannot be handled by a chain of crew members, we have a crane that delivers these larger items directly onto each ship. Every glass, spoon or pot needs to be counted. After an inventory through our galley and restaurant team, we will set up the galley and restaurant to start perfectly prepared in the season. Somehow the food has to reach each and every ship. Thus, as a team, we form a chain in order to efficiently get the task done. Our herbs arrived. Here you see our crew who is getting the herbs for the herb garden on the ships. One of the crucial elements of preparing the ships in the winter harbor is that each crew member visits the tailor in order to look impeccable for our guests. The entire team of the Viking.TV is leaving the winter harbor and sailing to Amsterdam, where the naming ceremony takes place.